What if I told you that the way you've been inflating your tires could be quietly costing you hundreds of dollars every single year? Not only can it wear your tires out early, it can reduce your fuel economy and even make your car handle worse than it should. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, only about 19% of drivers keep their tires properly inflated. That means 8 out of 10 people are doing it wrong. And if you're setting your tires to 32 PSI just because that's what the sticker on your door says, you might be one of them. Here's the truth most drivers don't realize. That number on your driver's side door jamb is not always the perfect pressure. It's actually the minimum safe pressure needed when your vehicle is fully loaded. Manufacturers calculate that number assuming every seat is occupied, your trunk is packed with cargo, and you're driving at highway speeds. Basically, it's a worst-case scenario. But think about your daily driving. Most of the time, it's just you, maybe one passenger, and some light items in the back. That means your car is hundreds of pounds lighter than its maximum load capacity, and that changes what your tires really need. Let me tell you about an expensive mistake I once made. I bought a premium set of all-season tires rated for 60,000 miles. They cost over $800 installed. I did everything right. Check pressure every month. Set it exactly to 32 PSI. Rotated them every 5,000 miles. But at just 18,000 miles, the outer edges were completely worn out. Meanwhile, the center tread still looked fine. The tire technician asked me one simple question. What pressure are you running? I said, 32 PSI, exactly what the door says. He shook his head. That's your problem. Here's what was really happening. When you run lower pressure in a lightly loaded vehicle, the tire sidewalls flex more than they should. The contact patch spreads wider. The center tread lifts slightly, and most of the load shifts onto the outer shoulders. So the edges end up doing all the work. Imagine a slightly underinflated balloon touching the ground. The sides flatten, but the middle barely touches. That's exactly how your tire behaves. So what's the right pressure? This is where many drivers get confused. The correct pressure depends not just on the car, but on the tire itself. Look at your tire's sidewall. You'll see something like max pressure 51 PSI. That's the tire's maximum safe operating limit for optimal wear, handling, and fuel economy. Many drivers find the sweet spot is about 10 to 15% below that maximum. So if your tire's max is 51 PSI, running somewhere around 38 to 42 PSI can often provide better overall performance. And no, that's not overinflating. Overinflation means exceeding the tire's maximum rating. If you go to 55 PSI on a 51 rated tire, that's dangerous. But running 40 PSI is still safely within limits. Yes, the ride may feel a little firmer, but you gain more even tread wear, sharper handling response, and improved fuel efficiency. In my case, switching from 32 PSI to 40 PSI improved fuel economy by about 6%. Over 15,000 miles per year. That adds up fast. Combine that with longer tire life, and you could be saving hundreds of dollars annually. Now here's something most drivers overlook. Temperature changes affect tire pressure. For every 10-degree Fahrenheit drop, your tire pressure decreases by about 1 PSI. So if you set your tires to 40 PSI in warm weather, winter could bring them down to 34 or lower. You didn't lose air. That's just physics. That's why monthly pressure checks are important. And weekly checks during seasonal changes are even better. Also, don't rely only on your TPMS warning light. Your tire pressure monitoring system is not a maintenance reminder. It's an emergency alert. If your recommended pressure is 32 PSI, the warning might not come on until around 24 PSI. By then, tire wear is already increased. Handling is compromised, and heat buildup risk is higher. TPMS helps prevent catastrophic failure, but it doesn't optimize performance. And finally, the nitrogen myth. Dealerships often charge extra for nitrogen tire fills, but regular air is already about 78% nitrogen. For everyday driving, the difference in pressure stability is minimal. Instead of paying for nitrogen, invest in a quality digital tire pressure gauge. Check your tires monthly, adjust for seasonal changes, and always stay within safe pressure limits. If this helped you rethink tire pressure and potentially save money, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more practical car care tips. Drive smart, and I'll see you in the next one.